Happy New Year. First and foremost, happy 2021 to the Well Pod, and to all my subscribers, I would like to thank you for a very successful first complete year on YouTube. This was our first 12-month year. We did it all the way through. We made it to 53,000 subs in our first year on YouTube, and for me, that is beyond what I wanted. I was hoping for 50K, which was even a high goal, and I wasn't sure I was gonna make it, and we did that with a little extra to spare. So everyone who's been subscribing, this is a heartfelt thank you to you, as you guys are allowing me to more or less not flip burgers and do my full-time job as a YouTuber, as a near 30-year-old, and I'm loving my life, and I want to say thank you. And as a reward to you guys for spending the new year with me, we have yet another Raid Shadow Legends Well account giveaway. This is a $5,000 account giveaway. It has Kymar, it has Dracomorph, it has Elinaro, a lot of the characters I was not be able to pull. It's got all of those too. So if you want to be eligible for this giveaway, all you have to do is both leave the comment that says Happy New Year, lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter, not case sensitive. You have to be a subscriber of the channel as well. And this time we're going to have it where you have to have the bell on as well. I took a look and my bell stats are hilarious because I literally never mention it. So those three things done, leave the comment, Happy New Year, be a subscriber, have the bell on, then the bell, as an added bonus, will notify you of the next video, which will be announcing if you won the giveaway. That's it, sweet and simple. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, the topic of today's video is quite simple. Is Raid Shadow Legends worth playing going into 2021? I've seen a lot of comments recently saying either one of a few things. One of which people are saying, hey, I used to play Raid, I quit when you quit kind of back in June type of timing, went to play other games like Genshin, etc. Now I'm kind of curious, is Raid worth trying again after I've taken the break like you did? I've seen plenty of these comments, okay? And I'm gonna do my very best to answer this question in this video. There's a few things that kind of put me in a unique situation to be able to do this. One of which is I got bored of the game, annoyed at the game, left the game, and now I'm coming back. So I'm coming back with the perspective of having played it a while ago as it previously was, and now coming back to how it is. So I kind of get the shock experience of seeing the new stuff. On top of it, I used to be a content creator for Plarium officially and a Plarium moderator. Now, obviously, I'm no longer any of those things. For that reason also, I have a very unbiased opinion. It's very easy for me to do that. So hopefully I'm in kind of a unique position to give you guys Raid Shadow Legends in 2021. Is it worth it? We're gonna be objective, talk about the good things they've done, the things we hope they do, as well as the mentality shift that I think they're slowly starting to generate. All these will answer the question by the end of the video. Now, last time we were playing Raid Shadow Legends, our largest issue was sort of a lack of content. We were playing the game and we had plenty of characters, much like this Well account here, but we were getting bored. We were fighting Dragon 20 and punching the same clan boss over and over and over again. As well as there was no pity system, or at least it hadn't been data mined at that time, as well as there was no duplicate legendary system, no clan versus clan war, and really just an overall lack of content to do. Faction wars was still rather difficult at the time and had no reward for completing it other than glyphs, and tournaments and arena were constantly being boosted. Or less the tournaments, more of Platinum Arena, I should say. It was more getting boosted, and the tournaments didn't really have as much rewards as we were hoping. The fusions tend to be slightly greedy. Those were our major complaints. Coming back, let's address those complaints one by one and take a look at them. Now, let's look at Arena, okay? I haven't looked into Arena as much lately, if I'm being honest. However, from what I am aware from talking to other content creators, Platinum tier is still boostable, meaning if you look at the Arena tier, a lot of times the people in the top rank are either hardcore grinders who are good at the game with good stats, good gear, good characters, and they're grinding the way, or they're just people that happen to boost each other. Now, they've done some caveats to stop boosting. For instance, what they have done is they've made it where you can only attack a player a certain amount of times. The player doesn't constantly show up on the refresh over and over again. They've done some changes to try to make it better. I'm going to leave the Platinum boosting to more of the Platinum professional players, people, you know, Kizzo, people that go out there and play it like Murder Inc., Manabo, you know, the people that really like playing Platinum, they're more the Arena guys. They could probably answer that question. As far as I'm aware though, Platinum still being boosted. Tag Team Arena was added, and originally it was added and there were problems with it, making where you could say you were getting promoted but not actually getting promoted. As far as I'm aware, those issues have been resolved. The overall feeling that I've seen from the majority of the community, as well as the other friends I talk to within the community are basically saying the tag team arena is extremely boring and is a heavy grind and most people just do the dailies or join in and just quit. I will say that the adding of the tag team arena store is nice. Being able to actually purchase things like shard, etc. are great for free to play people, even if it does take a while. With the addition of things like the Forge on top of the tag team arena, where you can actually get more gear. And then if you look in the shop itself and you actually take a look at the daily packs here, there's the free mini packs they give you. That looks like he already claimed his for the day before we logged in, but there's the free mini packs they give you with some more silver, potions, stuff like that as well. So they actually have been implementing better and better resource gain for the free to play. This goes for tournaments and events too. I've seen better rewards, though I will admit both the tournaments and the events on the rewards tend to be difficult, and normally the top rewards are always pay to play. But for free to play, the rewards are getting better from what I have seen. There's also the addition of the advanced quests going into the game as well, meaning you get more rewards, look, another injury refill, gems, etc. More rewards every day are good. We can't complain really about giving more rewards. I mean, there's no bad side to this. This is just more stuff to do when we log in. Even if I wanted to be mad at it, there's not really a way for me to do it unless I say it could have been implemented better. At least we're getting freebies now. The addition of Lydia in Faction Wars does actually sort of artificially generate more content by making the Faction Wars interesting to do. This drove more engagement to Faction Wars as people like myself, who had nothing better to do, started doing Faction Wars for at least something to do or a pseudo Dracomorph. I do like the addition of Lydia as it gives you basically a Dracomorph replacement. I guess we could say for free, but as we all know, free to play aren't going to be finishing the Faction Wars. That being said, I still like the addition of Lydia and the reduction of the difficulty of the Faction Wars. I think these are also good changes. The Doom Tower, which you can see here, this is a well, and he got bored and stopped on the Doom Tower at 43, is, in my opinion, twofold. One of which, it is new content. I cannot say it is not new content or they just threw waves. It is, in fact, new content. The bosses are enjoyable, the waves are difficult, and I am playing with characters I never really used in combination before. The secret rooms are hard and reward people with shards of legendary characters, etc. It's good. That being said, the other half of the coin is that it is extremely pay to win to beat the waves, especially on the hard mode. I understand there's a normal mode for people that maybe, haven't welled out or free to play. I understand that. However, for instance, me, I'm on wave 114 hard, for instance. I could definitely beat it if I just put my correct gear on and sit down, put some hours into it. However, kind of casually playing it, I'm still stuck on 114 hard that has Sifis and Roloses, Santa Claus, and Dark Elaine, so you can't use freeze and all. Has a very ridiculous combo to try to defeat. So that is where I'm getting my own difficulty at. I do believe that the Void Tower is a good addition in the terms of the rewards if we look at it, although I'll admit I'm slightly confused on whether or not these rewards that we're getting for clearing the hard tower are the first time only. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't think that we continue to get these sacreds for clearing it every month, which is a little bit of a bummer, and I think at that point it's probably going to become a little repetitive of just farming the bosses for the gear. It's still enjoyable, I still really like the content, and I still think they did a good job. My largest failure in this opinion for this year is the lack of focus on the clan system and the clan boss team-based aspect. In this game, the only sense of competition you get is either in the high tier arena or is in the spending tournaments. The majority of competition comes from who can spend the most to earn a reward in a temporary event or tournament. This is a really bad feeling because after that tournament's over and you got your reward, you should be able to use this reward to benefit your clan. Every other gacha I have ever played has some way of actually rewarding top clans. For instance, Guardian Tales, just based upon your clan ranking, generates everyone gems every month just for free, just based upon your ranking, and that's it. There's no battle, it's just you just get gems. Your top 10, you get this. Your top 100, you get this. Your top 1,000, you get this, right? Sort of like Clash of Clans with individual, tier systems. Every other game has this. And on top of this, Marvel Strike Force added real-time attack. Other, I would say, smaller games with smaller dev companies than people like Marvel, Dragon Champions, etc. Other games are coming out with real-time attack and other clan versus clan systems, or even improving upon the aspect of clan versus PvE. There's not really a very good team play aspect in this game. When you have someone in your clan that's extremely powerful, you don't know it until you look and see what their damage is on clan boss. You don't feel it. They're not actually benefiting you any other than an artificial number that increases your clan power for an E penis size. There is no other benefit, and this is the largest missed opportunity in Raid Shadow Legends. And I believe once something is added for a clan to clan system, or at least some type of real-time attack or something where we can sit there and I'm actually using my brain either with my clan or using my brain against an enemy, I will feel like we have real competitive aspect to this game. There is a caveat to this, which I suspect that this game is so good at getting people to well out. I believe it's probably the best game ever made to get people to spend money. There is more than likely a very high imbalance in clan versus clan, and if they implemented such a clan versus clan system, they would either not be able to do the matchmaking for it, or they would have an issue where people would feel so outpowered by other enemies. The reason I say this is this game allows you to directly well out in essentially everything, and there's no time gated anything. Whereas games like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes that do have clan versus clan have unlockable characters that come around in periodic legendary events and etc. So if it's a newer clan versus a newer clan, not everyone's gonna have that legendary versus, these people will have the legendary, etc. It kind of makes more sense. In this game, I could see clan versus clan being an absolute just shit stomp completely through some of the clans. I understand that. However, I say, in my opinion, we have to tackle this problem regardless as clan versus clan, and a way to really feel the friendliness and competitiveness of a guild or clan system is not in this game, and that is such a missing social aspect. This game feels like a single player JRPG that instead costs a lot of money, and it should feel like a social game. It is mobile. We're all playing it together right next to our coworker who's playing on their lunch break too, but yet we never interact with each other. It's quite weird. One other absolutely 100% needed change for the health of the game is we must do something about the silver cost of removal. This was maybe acceptable back in the day where you sort of place gear and forget it, but now with more and more faction wars being accessible for players, Doom Tower, arenas, etc., people are moving gear around more than ever now. It's not very often that you're going to get an exceptional piece of gear, and when you do, you might need to use it on a couple people until you have an astounding amount of gear. The largest disconnect between content creators as well as the community currently is content creators have an absolute insane amount of resources. I know this myself because when I was in the content creation program, you more or less don't run out. So what happens is you don't feel the crunch as much. On top of it, content creators have been playing a long time and have been grinding at the top level for a while and almost always have absolutely ridiculous gear that is not remotely acceptable for the normal community. For this reason, I always say take with a grain of salt guide videos and things like that. It's why I don't pump out "this is the best rare ever made" videos very often, as I don't really think it helps anybody. In my personal opinion, I think the last half of 2020 after June started to get better. Once their CEO was either removed or quit, I don't know, okay? Once he was gone, it does actually seem like a mentality shift happened. The very first thing that happened directly afterwards was a 10x martyr on top of a 2x as well. That's pretty generous. That's not something that I believe would have happened prior, okay? For instance, before it was just 10x on Dracos and then they farmed the cash. I do believe there's a mentality shift. Is this something that is going to stay? I do not know. I'm not going to take a guess at it. What I'm going to say instead is if they continue on the track that they are currently on, the game is going to be getting better into 2021, not worse as I previously expected on the first half of 2020, as the game, in my opinion, was getting worse, not better. Now it seems to be the other way around. Is it the best gacha out there? No. Is it my favorite game out there? No. Is it worth spending lots of money on? No. However, is it worth messing around with when you have nothing better to do as a free-to-play casual player? Absolutely. That is more than likely the best use of this game, as you get the occasional dopamine from some shards, you can get some excitement from getting legendary, and you can try to have fun just building with what teams you have. I still believe, and I'm going to continue this going into 2021, the absolute best way to play this game is free to play. It is fun and casual gameplay, just trying to have the most fun you can with the difficultness of the game, much like an Iron Man mode on RuneScape. The enjoyability comes from making the game harder on yourself, not easier. I myself, as you know, have spent $16,000 on the game, so I can say for a fact, if I was not a content creator, it would have been more fun for me not to spend money than having spent the money, as if I wasn't doing it for content, it would have been very stressful. That being said, I hope this review helps you at all. Do not forget to subscribe if you would like to ever see me again, and have the bell on as well if you would like to be part of the $5,000 Raid Shadow Legends Well account giveaway. And the keyword is Happy New Year, and not lowercase or uppercase or whatever, not case sensitive. That being said, I love you all. Here's a couple options for videos in case you would like to watch more from me. I recommend the one on the left, and have a good day.